More Scottish Pokemon in Pokemon Croneo region created by Dr. Eevee.
So let's get into it. Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar.
I mean, I know it's the Scottish region, but just like, how many times can you call it this?
Before you think I copied the wonderful Bellibolt, just know I came up with this idea before even Legends Arceus came out. Also,
Hey, fair enough, mate.
Agree this idea is unique. Meet Tadsol, a solar-powered tadpole, Turbit, a wind-powered frog, and Hydrode, a still monoelectric toad powered by hydropower.
I think this is really cool.
The word hydro in its name comes from hydroelectricity.
Hydrogen dam, and then wind farms, and then
its electric
the third
powers
one.
Are just boosted by water, which is what
I think this is a really cool way of going around the
It makes
three
sense
natural
to
ways of getting
portray
electricity.
article. And yes, wind power was introduced in Gen 9, but I was going to make an ability named
That's a cool
Power
Pokemon, I like that
so
one.
I just decided to use
I
it.
think
As you
S-Code
can
made
see,
one in
we
his
have a
The
renewable
Future is
energy
Wild
game.
series.
All too
Well,
often,
episode,
the
I should
nature
say.
of
That one needs more
conservation
views. Go
of
check it out,
Pokemon has
folks.
been depressing. I'm not against guilt-tripping people to be green-minded by corrupting every Pokemon you may or may not hold dear, but I wanted a more
You did that with
inspirational
Crahagonal.
just to change it up a bit. A lot of the renewable power from Scotland is mostly from wind, to be fair, but a lot of that wind comes from
It's pretty windy
offshore,
up there.
especially in the northeast. These double as hydropower generators.
How do you even
Hence why
build
hydro
those? I
still
guess a lot of
has power
divers.
stuff. So why frogs? I just thought it'd make the design interesting and cute. We also
Frogs are
have
cute,
frogs here,
to be
so
fair.
anything frog related would work in my opinion. Something I realized a little
Now, where's the
too
nuclear
late is that
Pokemon if you want to talk
ground
about real
bug and
reusable
psychic
energy?
types. Although I feel I've done enough with the former two.
Chernobyl gave
still
nukes a bad
have
name.
enough
Also,
of the
nuking people
legendary
gave
psychic
nukes a bad
types.
name,
So
but
let's
still.
fix that with two single-stage designs. First of all, we have Simon, a psychic salmon. This was directly inspired by the salmon ladder at...
Wait, wasn't there a psychic fish in Gen 7? Ah, well, they're using a similar
Not
idea.
massive, but big enough to disrupt local wildlife. So they made a
Also, we don't
ladder,
talk about that
which
fish.
is
It's ugly.
more like a
Bruxish,
staircase,
I believe
which
it's
allows
called.
some water and the wildlife to go downstream, and the salmon in mating season to go upstream. During this mating season,
Works
you
for
can
me.
see salmon leap from the water up the ladder. To me, I felt like water was uninspired, and I had way too many water types in Croneo already, and flying just
Welcome to
didn't
Gen
feel
4.
right. Psychic was the next logical choice. Not
Works
just
for me.
balancing reasons, but also because of the mental determination that must go on while going upstream. And I
mean,
thought it would be interesting
yeah.
to interpret the jumping as telekinetic. It's also orange because it's a salmon. And now
Works for
we
me.
have Otrick, coming from otter and trick, like a magic trick, because this otter
Bibbidi
is
bobbidi boo.
magical, similar to how Alakazam is, hence the psychic type. Plus, fairy or dragon didn't feel right. But why do any of this? Well, otters are one of Scotland's most iconic animals, so this was a must for me. In lieu of any intuitive ways to go about this, the first place I looked was Japanese mythology, and I found that otters were shapeshifters in said mythology. Changelings are also very common.
Nice
in
way to
Scottish
do it. I also like the
mythology,
cape and the
Croneo
crown,
has a
this
few
sort of thing
non-based
with
on
things
them
coming
already,
out.
so I think this
Psychic
is
Weasel, sort of.
There's
Kinda,
also
not
the
really at
Celtic
all.
myth,
I'm
which
wrong.
includes Scotland, but also places like Ireland as well, of otter kings who lead an army of 7 black otters. If they are captured, they can grant any wish in exchange for their freedom, hence the magical theme and royal aesthetic.
I've seen that a lot
as
in
well
media,
as
but
the
hey,
black
it's a
skin.
good trope.
Also,
Let me
both
go
of
and I'll
their
give you a
shiny
wish,
switch
okay?
colour schemes.
I wish for you to be my dinner.
Colour that happened to be used for Otrick's magic is also commonly associated with salmon, and the Otter King in Irish folklore is sometimes described
Cool way
as
of going
having
about it. I
white,
like this.
black
This is
ears
cool.
and orange feet. So it just made sense to swap their colours. Plus,
Hey, it
this
works
is
out
sort
well.
of a duo anyways. Monocyclic creatures that are somewhat aquatic. Time for Sojin,
Works out in the wet
a
end.
steel water type based on Iron Brew, a very popular fizzy
Beer.
drink in Scotland.
Okay, no,
Since
fizzy
most
drink,
of
so
my
it's
viewers
soda.
are American. When I say fizzy drink, I mean soda, hence the name. It's so popular that its slogan is Scotland's other national drink, since whiskey is #1. It's pressurized.
Go
form is
figure.
just an
It's
environment.
other national
Pressurized
drink.
form is a strong mouth.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
the gin part of
I like how it's a
Sojin's
genie
name
coming out of a
comes from
lamp in the
bottle
way.
aesthetic, which worked to actually turn the liquid itself into a Pokemon while also incorporating the can itself. But
This is a really cool
strong
design. I
man
like how it has a
because it's also
barbell
based
thing
on
to the
figure
weights
on
as
the
well.
Iron Brew logo, who was originally
Yeah.
supposed to be Donald Dinny, the strongman from Aberdeenshire. Said to
Oh,
be the
reminds me of
19th century's best
The
athlete.
Greatest
His
Showman.
likeness
Excellent
was
movie
used
if you haven't
after
seen
he
it before.
endorsed
It
the drink,
is
and the
just
strongman aesthetic has been
first guy to ever make a
associated with
circus.
the
It's
brand
I know
ever
it's just
since. I also
Hollywoodified
personally like
history,
like
but
bubbles
it's a
in the
really good
and the
movie.
weights that the depressurized form is holding are more like iron brew cans. Its ability is similar to that of, say, Aegislash.
Talk about it for a bit, but I won't.
This time it's called depressurize. How it works is that you always start the battle with the pressurized form. After taking any damage, which results in its health being under 50%, Sojin would transform.
Oh, so it
into its
transforms into
depressurized
it's not
form.
evolution,
It will
it
remain
just
in
pops
this
out
form
like
until
that.
it
Cool.
faints or the battle ends. So you can have a
Kind of reminds me of
fully
Glyphosopod
depressurized Sojin in
retreating at
but you just
50%,
can't
but in
enter
this
with
case it
one.
just
If it
pops
does
out.
faint and you revive it, it will enter
cool.
with its pressurized form, which resets everything. Also, if
Well,
it enters the battle with less than 50% HP, it is still in its pressurized form, and then assuming no healing has taken place, it is in its pressurized form until it takes damage. As for the type,
Just
if
in
you haven't
general.
guessed already,
Fair enough, I
it's
guess,
a
otherwise you
Pokémon
can't cheat out the
named
genie.
Iron Brew, since steel is the iron subbin, since the brand is associated with said metal, more than just through its name. And water as the brew
If it was a
subbin,
Popeye Pokemon, it
since
would have been
it's a kind of
spinach.
drink made from liquid.
It's funny how that
mostly
guy
water.
kind of
Before we
transcended
get
time
back
despite
into
the lack of
discussing
memes.
some
It's,
Scottish-themed Pokemon,
I guess some
why
things
not
are just
leave a like
iconic,
and
right? You
subscribe
know,
to my channel?
you just travel
When
through
you
time
do,
despite
ring that
not
notification
it
bell
stuff
to
that
be
not
informed
really
whenever I
happening. Meh.
upload. Less than 1 in 5
It's
of
neat.
you are subscribed.
That is just
Right.
depressing.
While
I
you're
check
down
my
there,
analytics,
check
but I
out
don't
the
care
Croneo
enough.
region Instagram to
It's
check
neat.
out the
I mean, I like seeing the
stats,
number go
and
up, but I don't
references
care
to
enough.
Pokemon in the Croneo region. You can also
Though,
join
again,
our
I do like
Discord
seeing
server,
number go
speak
up. I
with
mean, who doesn't
fans
like
of
seeing
Croneo
number
such
go
as
up? Come on,
yourself.
guys.
Finally,
Unless it does like
leave
button. That one can
Gmail
stay down
and help
far
keep my
below.
Pokemon videos going for longer. Why not subscribe
But yeah,
to my
support the
Patreon,
official release and all that
become a
stuff. What
YouTube
you do
member
with
today.
your
It will
time
help
and
me
money
pay
and
for
all
the
that
town
is
starters
entirely
to
your
make
own
this
choice.
possible.
I will just
And
judge you
return,
for
get
it.
to see some of my Pokemon early, and maybe even some videos early.
Nice
It's completely
Pokemon.
optional, but would be greatly appreciated. Let's get back onto the video.
I think we just got a
Now
sneak
time
peek
for
at one.
3 more single-stage Pokemon, which...
And we're gonna see it right now.
common. This first one is called
You spoiled it,
Gilly,
you doof.
based on the Gilly Doo, which is a fairy
Ooh.
creature in Scottish mythology renowned for its kindness.
Covered in
Finally,
moss.
a benevolent Scottish myth. It's depicted as a
Right?
bastard man
And it's a woman
wearing
too,
and
I
was
think.
inspired the
Can
name
never tell
of
it
Gilly
anymore.
suit, the sort of leafy cloak military people wear. The artist also seemed to give it a leafy kilt, and some flowers to convey its fairy grass typing. It is a goat, a male one to be exact, so a billy
Oh,
goat
never mind
is the
then.
name. But why is it a goat? Simple. Some of my friends gave me the idea to make it a counterpart to my other anthro.
That's a great way to go. I like that idea. Make them counterparts in a way. That's cool. I like counterpart Pokemon like
I have a
that.
story about Volcan here. It doesn't really have anything to do with Scotland or
I just want to put lava in a can.
One I ever made. I do remember trying to make starters when I was about 9 or 10, but Volcan was the earliest I could actually find the record of me making. Plus, the starters I made weren't even animals, so I doubt I'd use them. I just
Hey, you tried, and I'm okay with like referencing your own past and stuff like that. And it's not a bad design, to be
I
fair.
even showed off the original art for April Fool's. It's Steel Fire type, by the way. The final one is...
Mace kept it. I mean, to be fair, for like 9, 10, not bad. Not bad at all.
Which is a group of fish that sharks are a part of, as well as polymer, a substance with big molecules. One of these substances is plastic, of which Salacimer is made from. Plastic pollution in the ocean is kinda killing ecosystems, so I decided to make a Pokemon that would reflect this and continue the trend of green political...
I thought you wanted to down it.
Sharks
Oops.
and plastic seemed like a natural
No, it's
pairing
fine. I
due
mean,
to the
you
fact
gotta let
sharks
people
haven't
know, I
evolved
guess.
much over the millennia, as well as having a long
Really does suck that this
lifespan.
shows that
It kinda
Pokemon
reminded
can't
me
even
how
escape
plastic
this sort of
isn't
thing.
really
The Pokemon world's
biodegradable,
fictional where you
and
can make
for
up anything like this, and you
centuries
choose to
or
still
longer.
have
An
these
example of a
problems.
shark is the
Oops.
Greenland shark, which
Something's
can
never
live for
changed, I
over
guess.
300 years. Is also found around Scottish waters, as is the basking shark, which just
That is a
leaves its
horrifying
jaw
mouth.
wide open so it
I like
can eat
it.
Yummy little sea planktons. Salacimer is like that too. Its wide open jaw is shaped like a bottle.
Reminds me of the
but
whale in
also
Finding
it eats
Nemo.
microplastics in the ocean instead of plankton. Yeah,
Hmm.
plastic pollution in the oceans isn't just the old plastic bag and 6-pack beer holders.
Nah, it's
tiny
small
little
stuff too.
particles as well that manufacturers put in many
That's what flake off
products
larger
for,
pieces of
I
plastic.
don't
Yeah.
know what reason. They just end up rinsed down the drain and into the ocean, harming wildlife
Humans
that
suck.
consumes it. It's also not good for us humans to ingest, but we're a bit bigger, so we can take it a bit more. So Salacimer is actually...
It's not good for humans to
Pokemon
ingest, so
Go.
let the fish deal with
A
it.
service which would be much appreciated in the real world. Its jaw isn't the only thing.
Yeah,
based on
right.
plastic material.
There's a lot of
Its
Pokemon
main
back. Can we
body
just
is
have this in
plastic
real life?
bag,
No.
seemingly
Damn
of
it.
the same brand that my bug-type gym leader.
Like how it's Wimpod
wears
on the cover.
shorts of. But I'm sure there'd be other brands too.
Okay, nice
The
little
handles
cross-branding
from this
there.
plastic bag form the tail, and the fins are also plastic knives. We did try other cutlery too, but knives seem to work the best. If you haven't
Makes
noticed,
sense, it's
I've
a
just
shark.
got a fairy grass type a Steel Fire type, and a Poison Water type. This mirrors the typings of the final evolutions of my premium starter.
Right.
Trios. Check out the Croneo series.
I thought they were a little similar. It's like, where have I seen this Pokemon before? The starter
I
trio.
knew I wanted to do a Gilly-Doomon, which kind of needed to be fair.
So in a way, you could technically have all
Then
three
I
starters.
realized I could make them a sort of loose
And then
trio,
there could
like
be the
Jason
backup
selected
starters, I
as a
guess,
backup.
later.
I came up with the other ideas pretty quickly, even if I later decided that Billy would be better to be connected to Caprine. So I didn't quite know
worked out in
where
the
to
end.
put this one, so I'm gonna say it here. Meet Sealapup, Herdiel, and Stoutsea.
Okay, so you turn them
Much like how
into
researchers in
freaking
Paldea
pups.
concluded that Wiglet is not the same Pokemon as Diglett. The Stoutsea line is not the same Pokemon as the Stoutland line. Why
See,
did I
this is
feel
something
like
similar
adding
with the
Seal
Lillipup
when
line.
We already have the likes of Seal and Spheal. Well, there's a
I don't
slightly
care if they
different
look like
relation to
like
Arbor
actual
Seals and
dogs.
Racers.
They're
I'm
adorable.
common enough to consider an inclusion of a new line.
And they're on
Why
all my
did I
Gen 5
decide to
playthroughs.
make it a conversion and not something brand new or a regional variant? Well, funnily enough, I nearly did make it a regional variant of the Lillipup line, until Scarlet and Violet introduced the idea of convergent species. The main reason
Hello,
I decided
Wiglet.
to
Please
make
don't
it
break
a
this
convergent
game.
Pokemon is due to this line's inspiration. Sure, Sealapup is a seal pup, which is where the connection originally stemmed from, and Herdiel is an
Works
adult
out to me.
seal, but Stoutsea is meant to be my interpretation of a Selkie, a myth that
Really?
in origin about sea
Doesn't look human at all,
with the power of
but it's adorable.
therianthropy, essentially the ability to turn from animal to man and vice versa. Most myths to do with them feature the females of the species pretending to be beautiful women in order to prey upon male humans. Along with
figure.
replacing the word land for sea in Stoutsea's name, and also being a reference to seals just without the L, I think the name Stoutseea kinda sounds similar to Selkie. Maybe.
I can hear it.
Its appearance
It
also
sounds
makes
similar.
it look
I
like
believe-
it's
I'll buy it.
out the seal skin. And why not have this seal creature turn into man's best friend instead of man itself? The reason why the Stoutland
Works out to me.
was picked specifically was for 3 reasons. Firstly, to be completely honest, it's one of my favorite Pokemon. In my first
They're great
playthrough of my
Pokemon,
first
yeah.
Pokemon game, Black, I overleveled the hell out of my Stoutland and barely even touched my superior. Second, admittedly the community at large doesn't share the same affection I have to this line, but I can see
Dude,
why,
did you see
since
Linden's
it's
story in
fairly
the
plain
anime?
basic,
That
and the
poor
concept
Herdier
of
died.
Donna
Stoutland
Pokemon,
died, and it gave
although
Linden
I
rice.
personally think they're perfect the way they are, and feel like they need
Yeah.
more love and attention. Of
I
course I'd
agree.
say that. It's my 3rd favorite Pokemon line of all time. Finally, this plainness provides
I don't care if they're just dogs. Dogs are awesome. Except my dog. That dog sucks. Joke. These are jokes.
New, unlike something like Seal, which hopefully I would tackle one day, but I have no plans to for Croneo. On the whole,
There.
I'm extremely happy with how they turned out.
We already have a
Generally,
regional variant of
people
Seal.
don't
It's called
like object
Poplio. It was a
arms
starter
for some
Pokemon.
reason. Despite many interesting concepts emerging, people aren't a fan of just sticking
Except for
eyes
Clank.
on something where
That wasn't
there's
interesting.
none.
That was
So I
Gears.
just stuck some eyes on a jewelry box, called it Boxterity, coming from box and austerity. My
Done.
Steel type. You can see what I'm trying
You
to
should
do
have just made it like
here.
googly eyes, like the freaking.
Basically a pun on the word independent and pendant. It is free from the box and is happy. This is meant to be symbolic of Scotland's historic fight for independence. You may know the current independence movement, which wasn't popular enough come the 2014 vote, but has had some
Wah,
momentum
wah.
post-Brexit. Regardless of what it's like now, this
I don't know why you're all hyped about Brexit. We did it before.
There
It was
were
cool.
wars centuries ago, before the UK was even formed, because England loves to claim what isn't theirs. By the way, that's not an attack on my English viewers, just a dig at your country's historic and recent behaviour.
Damn, how dare our culture's history be really fucked up in the past. Thank goodness my culture is nothing like that.
All the movements and their motivations behind said movements. The animosity I see in resistance to the
If a country just existed 20 minutes ago, you don't count.
byproduct
So many
of
freaking
evolution
countries in this
of
world.
Boxit. Since the box remaining is bitter at the evolution and finally wants to reunite with it.
So you get split evolution, sort of like
I guess
the
you could say
Nincada
Pokemon
line.
wants to box it, as in put independent in the box. It is also the box. It also kind of sounds like Brexit and the hypocrisy of the unionist movement. If you don't agree that all art is political, which for the record, most art is, you have to concede that all art
sure.
is at least biased.
Yeah, I believe that
But
Dot
I
is
will
very
say,
political.
If you're staunchly against the Scottish independence movement, you can still use Boxterity, since all 3 of these mon have a base stat total of 500. And not only is Boxterity the more defensive one, it also happens to make...
It's not all art is political. There is no art I cannot make political.
More defensive. So even if you think I made the design concept way more pro-independence, practically, it at least appeases the unionist side of the debate. So that's it for general Pokemon that are predominantly
Cool Pokemon
Scottish.
overall, though. I like the box designs and the way of
every
going to split up a loot. Well, not split, but it's sort of like an Encade
Comment
around of
below
it,
what
where
you've
the
liked so
jewelry
far,
gets
and
out,
keep watching
and the
for
box is
Halloween
left behind,
specials
very bitter
and
about
some
things.
videos about other aspects of the Croneo region I've not shown off thus far. Also, why not check out the Croneo playlist
The
as
Lillipup
well?
line was
Maybe
very
watch the
adorable,
whole
though. I do like the
series.
way
Why not get a grasp of
going
what
the
you
seal
think
route, I
of
guess,
the
making it turn them into a bunch of
Anyways,
seals
wherever
like
you see
that,
me next,
and but still making them
see
cute
you
and
then.
cuddly, of course,
Cheerio.
because they are very cute and cuddly Pokemon. I agree that they don't get the love they do, but also kind of get an appropriate amount of love. It's weird. It's like it's underrated, but it's also kind of perfectly rated in a way. Because I haven't really seen a lot of Stoutland hate. I've heard Herdier hate, which is the same line, of course, but because it just looks like an actual dog. How dare Pokemon look like actual things? Like, come on, guys. This is a nothing burger to me, but hey, whatever. I mean, you gotta get drama somehow, right? Gotta complain about something. If the internet's good at one thing, it's complaining. And posting prawn, but it's mostly complaining. I did like the regional, not the variant, I did like the two halves of the whole, like with the female kicking Pokemon and the male being in the swamp thing. That was cool. I added the psychic fish and otter. That was pretty cool too. I like they go the psychic route with it instead of just being water. Like that would have been predictable, but making them go psychic route was pretty nice. And adding another psychic type for region. The one where it comes, the soda can one was pretty nice too. I like the it just comes out like a genie and just pops out like poop. All because it's in half health. That's great. Oh, that was a nice way of doing things. The volcano in the can is just being referenced to your first book or whatever. Okay, that's nice. That's really cute. Hey, you gotta respect your origins and all that stuff. It's what made you who you are today. If you don't have to be thrilled with it, it's like, okay, it's adorable design too. And the commentary about the fish thing was like, it's nice. I mean, you gotta have that sort of thing. And it being based off of the starters in a way also works out. So you could kind of have all 3 stars. Heck, you could have technically probably all 5 stars in a way. Just not directly. Just similar enough. But hey, that's a nice way of going about things, so I think that's neat overall. And yeah, the Herdier line needs some more love. So yeah, overall, awesome Pokemon designs again from Dr. Eevee Shadow Switch. Oh right, also the Pokemon that based on power supplies that are, well, natural supplies and good ways of getting electricity, but also could. Where's the nukes? Ay ay ay, that did reprehensible damage. Ay ay ay. Wasn't it Scotland also the place that decided to cut down an entire forest to put up wind turbines? Or maybe that was somewhere else. Just like, guys, you missed the point. You knocked out a bunch of natural causing wind farms just to get actual wind. Humans suck. Just humans suck. If there's one thing the human race is good at doing, it's sucking. So yeah, yeah. But overall, yeah, some excellent Pokemon designs that I thoroughly enjoyed seeing from Dr. Eevee, and he made some great little Pokemon things. Well, him and the commissioners, of course, but also just he had the inspiration in the first place. Without them, the commissioners wouldn't have anything to draw. So yeah, overall, great designs and great Pokemon. So go check out Dr. Eevee in the description below. Well, there's a link to the channel. So yeah, great work. But with all that said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Later.